Hey everybody, this is Ken with Xmods Gaming shooting another video, and here I am today with a sleeper computer. It's called a Dell OptiPlex 3020. So it has the Core i5. I believe it has the 4570 in it. Originally came with 8 gigs of RAM. It has 16 gigs of RAM. Also has Intel graphics. So yeah, I went from 8 to 16, dual channel of DDR3. I believe the processor is 3.2 gigahertz and it could turbo boost up to 3.8, I believe. Just some side stylings on it. It's not really anything different. So on the front, you got your USB 2.0, and I think that's for my mouse. And then you got your microphone and headphone jack. You got the grill right there. And then let me show you what's on the back. All right, and on the back we have the power supply. This has been upgraded to, I believe I put a 500 watt or a 550 watt in there. I got 4 USB 2s. I believe these are either 3s or 3.1s USBs, so that's pretty good for this computer. You got a video out, and then you got your video card that I installed. It doesn't come stock with it. And then your Wi-Fi 6 wireless card in there. So yeah, let me show you what type of upgrades I did to make such a sleeper PC. By the way, you can buy this case from Upcycle Computers, or this computer I should say. I bought it for $90 before the upgrades. Alright, so here we go. We're just going to pop off the case and show you what's inside. Show the upgrades I have done. So first thing that I've done is you got the Vortex 80 plus bronze power supply, or Vortex, I believe is how you pronounce it. So it is 500 total watts. Yeah, a lot of times you want to look on your 12-volt rail if you're running an Intel chip. Some of the older AMD chips, you want to look at the 5-volt rail. So 36 amps, that's pretty good on the 12-volt rail. A couple other upgrades. RGB fan in the front. And then you got the airflow going from here. And then right here, I'll show you what heatsink was on it. This is the original heatsink for the i5 that's in here. Now, it might not even turbo up to the 3.8 gigahertz because of something they call thermal throttling. So I went ahead and upgraded it to an Antec heatsink, I should say. And then, as you can tell, it's a direct flow from there to here. So you got that nice flow. Right there is the G skill. It's kind of like basic G skill. I think 1600 RAM. That's 16 gigabytes, dual channel. So 8 gigs per stick. Nothing too fancy, but a very cheap upgrade. And yeah, this thing's maxed out on RAM as far as that goes. And then you got your, I think I fixed it up to here. So on top of this hard drive, you got a ScanDisk 1 terabyte hard drive that I bought from Best Buy for, I believe, just under $100. So it's like $98 for 1 terabyte. The Antec cooler was about $35. And then right here we got the Gigabyte brand Geforce Gtx 1650. Now, this is an overclocked edition, 4 gigabyte. Now, I was kind of misled on this card, not by anybody else, but just by my research. I thought, okay, I had a Gigabyte GTX 750 Ti in here before, So I'm like, okay, I need a slight upgrade, but I don't want something that's totally overkill for this computer. So something that would be overkill is like the GTX, what is it, 3020 or whatever the newest card is. You know, stuff that has ray tracing, or the RTX 20, I think 2030 is the other one, or something like that. I could have those numbers wrong. But anyways, this one I knew would not be a bottleneck as far as the card being a bottleneck, but also my CPU wouldn't be a bottleneck, because you don't want to get a card that's way more overpowered than the actual system. So you got a $90 Dell OptiPlex. You don't want to pair it with a $500 graphics card or $1,000. So this cost me $150 on Newegg. That's also where I got the Antec heatsink. And then I don't know if I didn't really think of this before the video, but I believe this is like 1,700 gigahertz on the actual. I'm trying to get some specs off of it. But the reason why it's misled, if you do get the GTX 1650, get the GTX 1650 Supra. Yeah, Supra is the one. So they're not going with TI on these ones. So you know how you get the GTX 750 and then you got the GTX 750 Ti? Well, the Ti is the better version. So one's gonna have more memory. So instead of the 4 gigs on the Supra, it will have 6 gigs minimum, 6 to 8. I think you get either 6 or 8, and those ones are generally overclocked a little bit on the memory. Now, I got lucky with this. This has GDDR6. And what happened was that Gigabyte and some other companies, there was a chip shortage. And because of the current circumstances this year, I can't really go into it, but a certain, health crisis is happening. So I got the GDDR6. Usually this is GDDR5. So it is I kind of lucked out on the silicon lottery on it. Yeah, pretty good. Let's see, minimum dual channel. Yeah, 300 watt power supply. So pretty cool. Now, here's the video card. I did have to take the fan shroud off of it or else it wouldn't latch with this little latch right here. Just kind of hit the top of it over here. So I kind of took the fan shroud off. You could do that, or you could probably cut a little notch in it in the plastic. But what I mean by that is I think I have the fan shroud in here. Let's see. Sorry, I'm doing this one-handed. So there it is. Just take that piece off and just put the fan back on. So, or some people just tear the back bracket off their Dell and pop that off completely. It kind of just goes like that. And then you could tear this whole thing off and put screws in instead of having this. But the people I saw do that are basically just stripping in screws. And then the next thing is the TP-Link AC 1300 dual band Wi-Fi 6 wireless card, which is, as you can see, was right here. I got it mounted towards the bottom. It goes in your PCI Express 1 slot. Now, the other hard drive I failed to mention is a 1 terabyte Western Digital Black. So I got that off eBay for, I don't know, like $20, I think. Right here's the adapter. I kind of have it routed up into here, but it's a 24-pin to a 8-pin adapter for this motherboard. So depending on the Dell you get, you might have to, if you're going to put an aftermarket power supply in because, you want the video, PCI Express video power connector, then you might have to get this adapter. Now you can buy these off Newegg. It takes forever to get because they have to order them from China, or you can let's see if I can pull that out a little bit here. See, right here's the other end. So that goes there, and I just have it routed through to here. Now, to wrap this video up, guys, you know, I would go over some benchmarks in real time, but, you know, usually with this PC, you're going to get about 90 frames on high settings in Fortnite, depending on which season you're playing, so that could change anytime. You know, as far as Doom, I'm sure you can get pretty high. I don't have Doom for the PC, so I couldn't test that one, which is not the original Doom, but the new release Doom from 2016. What else? I think as far as Cinebench on the CPU, I think it goes like 550 right around there for the CPU benchmarks. And then, yeah, of course you got this RGB fan, which kind of looks cool on that front grille coming through. So all in all, you know, you got a $150 graphics card. You got about $30. I think that was $29 for the TP-Link. $35 for the Antec cooler. And then you're talking about $50 for the power supply. So you could do these upgrades over time. And then the memory upgrade from 8 to 16 gigs is about $60 roughly. DDR3 sometimes or somewhat expensive because they have DDR4, so older memory. You can buy it off of Newegg. That's where I got that G skill set. But yeah, I can't get a good picture of it. But check that out. Anyways, this is Ken with XMG. Please rate, comment, subscribe, and ring that bell for more notifications of any new videos that come out. And I apologize, I'm a truck driver, guys, so I hardly ever get to put out new content. But when I do, it should be worth your time. So thanks for watching.